Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second session of the topic Vital Statistics. Before I start today's class, I would just like to brief what we did in the previous class. I spoke about vital statistics, the sources or the methods, the uses of vital statistics, and then I just started with, or I can say I just begun with the different types of formulas under fertility. And under fertility, you just studied crude birth rate. Now coming to the second formula, that is general fertility rate. Now let me define what is general fertility rate. It is defined as the average number of live births occurring to 1000 women of childbearing age in a year. So remember children, childbearing age is 15 to 49 years. And how do we write that in the form of a formula? Number of live births during a year divided by total number of women of childbearing age in the year into 1000. And that we specifically write as capital B divided by summation F capital P subscript, where the summation takes the value from 15 to 49 into 1000. This is the formula for general fertility rate. So here we are specifically dealing with women in the childbearing age group, and the childbearing age group is from 15 to 49 years. Now let us see the merits and demerits of general fertility rate. The first one, as it is simple to understand and easy to calculate. It considers only female population of the childbearing age. I repeat once more, childbearing age is from 15 to 49 years. It considers the sex composition of the population and also the age composition to a certain extent. These are the merits of general fertility rate. Let us just consider some points of general fertility rate as demerits. What are the demerits of that? First one, it does not consider age composition in the childbearing age. It cannot be used to compare fertility rates of two or more populations. And the third demerit is it does not indicate a rate of growth of population due to births because it is based on part of the population. So these are the merits and demerits. Remember, the major point in demerit is you cannot compare or use to compare the fertility rates of two or more populations or two or more cities. Let us just try a simple example on general fertility rate. Okay. Now, calculate general fertility rate for the following data. What is the example? Three categories or three groups are there. As usual, the first one is age group, which is giving you the years in different years. Second is a female population. The third column is about the live births. The first age group is 15 to 19, 20 to 24, 25 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49. Now, what is the formula for general fertility rate? It says that number of live births during a year divided by the number of women of the childbearing age into 1000. See children, you have to be very specific. When they have told that you have to take the female population of the childbearing age, that is 15 to 49, and in this example also they have clearly mentioned the values between 15 to 49. So the number of live births during a year is what? 315 plus 700 plus 648 plus 212 plus 102. That sums up to 1977. That is 1977 is the number of live births during the year, divided by number of women of childbearing age. And what are those values? You are going to add 8,000, 8,240, 6,500, 10,115, 5,212, and that's total to 38,067. So when you substitute these concerned values in the respective formula and you do the calculation, you get the answer as 51.93. Now for example, you have the values starting from, or the data is the age is starting from 0 to 60. The starting is from 0 to 60 years, but there also in that example also will be starting the age or the values from 15 to 49 only. You will be only considering the values from 15 to 49. Let us check one more example. Now see the second example. Calculate general fertility rate and CBR for the following data. This is a very good example where your doubts will be cleared. In this particular example, you have the age, and see the age is starting from 0 to 14, then from 15 to 19, and the last one is 50 and above. Then you have the second column, the male population, then you have the female population, then the last column is the live births. Now let us see how do we find the solution for this. First we will calculate the GFR. Okay, GFR or CBR, whichever is convenient, that's fine. So in the solution, male population, female population and live births. Now here in the solution part, first we have calculated the CBR, that is crude birth rate. And what is the formula for crude birth rate? Number of live births divided by the total population. And if you all remember very well, in crude birth we are taking the male population as well as the female population into consideration. So we are going to do the total of all the male population, that is 20,730, 7,366, 7,300 plus 6,030 plus 9,980 plus 7,400 plus 8,400. We are going to sum up the male population as well as we are going to sum up the female population. Let me just read some values of the female population. The female population, the first value begins with 19,840, 7,310. You're going to sum up all these values, okay? And the male population value is going to be 67,206. And the female population is going to be 64,060. And the number of live births or the total number of live births. See, the first column 0 to 14 is 0. And the second column is 212. The third column is 657, then 592, then 326, then from 40 to 49 it is 81, and the last column for 50 and above is 0. Now this is totaling up to 1868. Now see, if you have to calculate CBR, that is B divided by P into 1000. B is nothing but total number of live births and P is the total population into 1000. So we substitute the respective values, that is 1868, and the total below is male population plus female population, that is 1,31,266 into 1000, and the final answer will be 14.23. This is, we have calculated the CBR with the same data. Now let us see what is general fertility rate. Now see, general fertility rate, what does it say? Number of live births during a year divided by number of women of childbearing age. Now in this example, you are going to take only the female population from 15 to 49. That is from 15 to 19, 20 to 24, 25 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49. And what those values are? The first one, that is from 15 to 19, the first value is 7,310, 7,120, 5,860, 9,120 and 6,910. You are only going to take the female population in the childbearing age group, and also you are going to take the number of live births from the childbearing age group. So here in this particular example, it is already clearly mentioned from 0 to 14 the live birth is already 0, and from 50 and above the live birth is 0. So when you total, the value is going to remain same, and here for GFR you are taking only from 15 to 49 years, and that total is going to be 36,320. So you simply substitute the values in the required formula and you get the answer, that is 1868, which remains the same in both the cases. But for GFR, the number of women for the childbearing age will change. Please remember, you're only taking the values of the female population between 15 to 49 years. And after you substitute all these values, you'll be getting the final answer 51.43. So in this particular example, to clear the doubt, specifically it is taken to calculate a crude birth rate as well as general fertility rate. So remember, for crude birth rate, you are taking the male population as well as the female population. But for general fertility rate, you're only considering the female population of the childbearing age, that is 15 to 49. Hope the doubt is clear to all of you, my dear children. So with this we finish general fertility rate. Now coming to the third formula under fertility, and it is age specific fertility rate, that is ASFR. So let us define what is ASFR. So the definition here, it says it is the average number of live births occurring to 1000 women of specific age group in a year. See, the word itself says age specific. So you are taking the population of that particular age itself. You are specifically taking those values. And how do we write it in the formula? ASFR is equal to number of live births in a specified age group in a year divided by total number of females in that particular age group in a year into 1000. To make it more specific and more clear, now see, we have just taken an example, that is ASFR from 20 to 29. I only want to calculate the age specific fertility rate from the age group 20 to 29. So I will be writing the formula as number of live births to females in the age group 20 to 29 in a year divided by, I will be taking the total number of females in that age group only, that is from 20 to 29 in a year, into 1000. So please remember, the formula clearly in its own word says that age specific fertility rate. One more important thing, when ASFR is computed for the age group with the width 5 years, you call it as quinquennial age specific fertility rate, and that we will be using to calculate total fertility rate. Now let us see the merits and demerits of ASFR, that is age specific fertility rate. First one, see, if you pay attention, all the first merits are almost same. The first merit says that it is simple to understand and easy to calculate. Then it is used in the computation of total fertility rate. This is very important, children. Whenever you are going to calculate total fertility rate, it becomes very compulsory for you to first calculate ASFR. That is, first you have to calculate age specific fertility rate, then only you can apply the formula for total fertility rate. You will understand it once when we solve the example. The third merit says that it can be used for comparison of fertility among the age groups in the same population. So here little improvement is there. I mean, you can use it to compare in the age group. And the fourth merit, it says that it considers both age and sex composition of the population. Now let us see the demerits of ASFR, that is demerits of age specific fertility rate. What does it say? It cannot be used for comparison of fertility of different populations, right? You cannot use it for different populations. It does not indicate the growth of the population due to births. So these are the merits and demerits. Let us see a simple quick example. Calculate ASFR for the following datas. See, the as usual age group is there, female population is there, and number of live births. The age is starting from 15 to 19, so on till 45 to 49. And here ASFR for all the age groups we have to calculate. See, first we are showing an example. ASFR is from 15 to 19. Number of live births to females of the age group 15 to 19 divided by total number of females of the age group 15 to 19 into 1000. So what are those values here? The live births in the age group 15 to 19 is 1392 divided by the female population is 58,000 here. 1392 divided by 58,000 into 1000. So that value is 24. Similarly, this is the first how you calculate. Similarly, for all of them, you will calculate the ASFR. That is 9,000 divided by 60,000 into 1000. You get 150. Then 11,928 divided by 56,000 into 1000. You get 213. So separately you are calculating for all the years, and you are writing the, you are making a new column ASFR and writing the values. So first one you are getting 24, 150, 213, 118, 33, 13 and 1.5. So this is a simple example for ASFR. Now, the next most important formula under fertility, or the last formula under fertility, is total fertility rate. And this particular formula is exclusively used to compare also. And it's very easy to remember also. What is the definition? Let's check what the definition is. It says that TFR of a population in a year is defined as sum total of annual age specific fertility rates. That is, TFR is equal to ASFR for 15 plus 16 plus so on till 49. If you are calculating it annually, the TFR formula is going to be summation, where I takes the value 15 to 49 ASFR. And we also write it as summation annual ASFR. Now, when quinquennial age groups are given, quinquennial means, remember the word quinquennial means the width will be for 5 years. And most of the examples are for 5 years. And the formula will be, I am briefing out the formula will be summation TFR is equal to summation 5 into summation ASFR. So you will be only multiplying 5, that will be the quinquennial TFR. Now let us see the merits and demerits. It is used, the first merit of TFR is, it is used for comparing the fertility rates of different population. It gives due weightage to age composition. It considers only female population of the childbearing age. These are the 3 merits. Let us just check the demerits of TFR, that is total fertility rate. The first one, it does not indicate the rate of growth of population due to births. It is based on an assumption that all women survive throughout the childbearing age. So these are the merits and demerits. Let us see a quick example of TFR with combination general fertility rate. What is the example? The example says, from the following data, compute GFR, that is general fertility rate, and TFR, that is total fertility rate. See, age is given, female population is given, number of live births. Just please pay attention to the age group. The age group is 15 to 19, 20 to 24, 25 to 29. So it is a width of 5 years. So here you will be using the formula for TFR for the quinquennial, and that formula is given here. So first we are going to find ASFR. If we have to calculate TFR, first mandatory step or compulsory step is to find age specific fertility rate. So for all the age groups we will find ASFR. The first one, 500 divided by 10,000 into 1000, you're getting 50. Similarly, second one you're getting 60, third 100. So all these values you get, okay? And please make it a point to write these formulas, ASFR, whenever the question is put up. Make it a point, children, to write the formulas. It is very, very important. You write the formula of ASFR, you write the formula for GFR, you also write the formula for TFR. Okay, we calculated ASFR. Now let us find GFR. See, GFR it says number of live births occurred in the year divided by the total population of women of the childbearing age group, or in that particular year, into 1000. So total number of live births are how many? 4,200. And you are only going to take the female population, that is 70,000, and the data is also from 15 to 49, that is 4,200 divided by 70,000 into 1000, you are getting 60. This is GFR. Let us calculate TFR. So here I told you all 2 formulas are there for TFR. If it's annual, you just take summation ASFR. If it is quinquennial, I repeat, quinquennial means the age group will be of width 5 years, and the formula is very simple, 5 into summation quinquennial ASFR. Quinquennial is nothing but the group, the age is grouped for 5 years. So we have calculated the ASFR, all these values, that is 50, 60, 100, 61.53, 44.44, 25, 16.66. The total sums up to 357.63. That is 5 into 357.63. This is 1788.15. So this is TFR. So in today's class, children, we briefed up the remaining formulas. That is, we just briefed up what is general fertility rate, what is age specific fertility rate, and what is total fertility rate. Very simple definitions and very simple examples too. And I hope compared to the previous class, I assure you that the quality of picture will be much better and it will be taken care also. And in the next class, we'll be dealing with the next formulas. Thank you for patiently hearing. Thank you, children.